Hello friends, how are you? I hope you are fine. Welcome to our YouTube channel English Story 26.
Today I am sharing a beautiful moral story, so listen it.
Chapter 1. Selling Combs. Long ago in China lived a very successful businessman whose business was to sell combs. Businessman got old and was about to retire. He had 3 sons, and before retiring he wanted to place his business into wise and able hands. So, he called his sons and gave them an assignment. He instructed them to sell combs in the Buddhist monastery. He told them they have 3 days for the assignment and report back to him. His sons were shocked and confused because monks who lived in monastery were bald and never grew any hair. Yet all 3 sons went for the job assigned to them. After 3 days, first son reported to his father that he was able to sell only 2 combs. Father asked him, "How were you able to convince them to buy those combs?" First son replied, "I told them that they can use those combs for scratching their backs in case of inching." After some hours, second son came and reported that he was able to sell 10 combs. Father asked him same question. "What did you said them?" Second son replied, "I advised them if they buy combs and keep them in monastery, that would help their visitors and pilgrims to comb their hairs, as their hairs might be ruffled during journey." Just few minutes later, third son came and reported that he was able to sell 1,000 combs. Everyone was surprised to know about this surprising figure of 1,000 combs. Father was very happy with his result and was curious. He asked him, "Son, you did a wonderful job. How you were able to sell 1,000 combs?" Third son replied, "I went to monk and gave them an idea. Idea was that if some of the teachings of Buddha were to be printed or embossed on the comb and given as a takeaway gift to the visitors and pilgrims, they will remember the teachings of Buddha on a daily basis while combing their hair." Chapter 2. The Value of Work. Story 1. Difference of Work. Once a heart surgeon went to local garage for his car service. Garage owner, who was also a skilled mechanic, attended him, and a little friendly banter started between two. Mechanic said, "So, I have been wondering what we both do for a living?" "So?" he questioned surgeon. Mechanic replied, "Well, look at this." As mechanic was checking on the engine, he said, "I check how it's running, open it up and then fix valves, and also after working I put it all back together. Now it will work as good as new." Surgeon was confused. Mechanic continued, "We basically do the same job, don't we? Yet you get paid 10 times what I get. Can you tell me why's that?" Surgeon thought for a moment and then smiled gently toward mechanic and said, "Try it with engine running." Moral: sometimes simple answer can make us understand big differences. Story 2. Value of 1 screw. Once there was an industrialist. In one of his factories, production line inexplicably break down. It was costing him loss of million per day. No one was able to find out what problem occurred with in production line. At last, industrialist was able to track down an expert. When expert came, he examined the production line, then at a point he took the screwdriver and turned just 1 screw, and just with that whole production line started working just fine. After work was finished, expert presented industrialist with a bill of $10,000. Affronted, industrialist demanded an itemized version of the bill.
Just after a few minutes, expert came back with itemized bill. Bill read, "For turning screw, $1. For knowing which screw to turn, $9,999. Morale: one puts his hard work, labor and time in learning and becoming skilled or expert at anything.